everybody. It was nice that you came out in this cold, snowy weather and ventured out to join me. I really appreciate you guys coming in with your busy schedules. I've decided today to show you how I make my tinglings that I make at Christmas time. It's a chocolatey butterscotch treat that probably all of you have had at one time or another. I usually start out with getting all my materials out, my utensils, and I usually, oh, I forgot, I'm going to give you each a recipe so you can follow along. I should have you pass it along, or wait a minute, fingers. Make up some food. I'll let you pass the rest. This way you can follow along with the directions that I'm going to use to make these. So I start out with getting my utensils, and I usually get a large microwave safe bowl to melt the chocolate and the butterscotch in. I like a wooden spoon for stirring. It's just harder and stiffer, so I use it, but you can use any kind of spoon to stir. And then I have a large measuring cup because it takes 4 cups of Rice Krispies, and you need to have wax paper so that you have a place to set them out to cool after you make them. And I also use a spoon about this size to make the treats with when I put it on the wax paper. This is a treat that even after you make it, you can put it in the freezer if you want to, and you can take them like out and serve them within 30 minutes after taking them out of the freezer. And this is not too long enough. Then after I get my utensils out, I get my crispy rice out. You don't have to get the expensive kind, you can get any kind of Rice Krispie stuff. And the candy is made with, you can either use almond bark, which is what these are. They come in squares like this, and what I usually do is I break them. It takes 3 chocolate, and I usually do them in a microwave. A microwave cooks better if you put them in a circle and leave a space in the middle. And then today I'm using vanilla because they don't make butterscotch anymore in Kansas that I can tell. But you can also use butterscotch chips. It would be 6 ounces of chips if you want to use that instead of 3 almond barks. So I would put them in my bowl like this. Can everybody see it? The gal can't. But what you do, and this is probably the only instruction that really makes any difference. You can actually put a few extra Krispies in or something like that and it'll still taste good. But you have to do it on 50% power and not high. Because if you put it on high, it just melts them too much to form back into candy. So what I do is I take this and put it in the microwave for 3 minutes, and usually I measure out my Rice Krispies while I'm waiting for this to cook for 3 minutes on 50% power. So what do you think of that snowstorm we just had? They said it's a record snowstorm. What? This one? Oh, I heard that and I thought, that's okay. It doesn't bother me. And as you can tell, I don't measure very fast. Anyway, it's been 3 minutes and I take it out and I use my wooden spoon and I stir it, and it's usually still like half hard, and put it back in for 3 minutes at 50% power, and when it comes out after 3 minutes I stir it, and then it's very nice and soft. And so after I get it all stirred so it's all mixed together, then I would pour the 4 cups of Rice Krispies in and stir them into the thing, and usually wait a couple minutes, and then I'll take my spoon. Well, first I have to put out my wax paper, and so I take my spoon and I'll take a spoonful and put it on the paper. And when you're done, you end up with nice little treats that you can either freeze or eat or give to your friends. Which, would you guys like to try one? I made some really big ones this time. You have a timer, Brian?
Yum, yum.
Can you get it?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, this is all you have to do. It's one of the easiest treats, or you can even use it for dessert, that I've ever found. It takes 6 minutes of cooking and maybe 2 minutes of putting it out on the wax paper, and then after it cools, you've got some treats.